This next article from Fake News Week. Trevor Noah asked why Jacob Blake was shot 7 times, but Kyle Rittenhouse wasn't considered a threat. Well, that's because the people who Kyle Rittenhouse killed and blew off the arm of, they were attacking him. They had just burned a car lot down. They had like smashed up a bunch of cars and they set them on fire. And that guy was trying to stop these people. And then they attacked him. They threw a Molotov cocktail at him. He was shot at once. There was 1 shot fired at him. He was hit with a skateboard. He was hit with rocks. And he acted in self-defense. And then he walked towards the police officers with his hands up, with his assault rifle at his side, like a boss. That was a boss as fuck move. That was one of the most badass things I've ever seen. And he walked up with respect, as opposed to these scummy black looter mobs who come up and they're like, man, why always gotta be messing with me, man? Why is always gotta be me, man? So they're always messing with you. Huh. Maybe you should stay away from that guy. Maybe you should stay away from that guy. And then you got Jacob Blake, who was the rapist, beat and raped his girlfriend. Then he went to their house when he wasn't allowed to. He had a warrant out for his arrest for raping and beating his girlfriend. He had a prior offense where he had pulled a gun on someone in a bar, and then there was an altercation with the police officer, and he got a criminal record from it. And then he went to that house and he took his ex-girlfriend's or his girlfriend's keys. I don't know. They called him his girlfriend, probably the ex. And then he terrorized the family with a knife. And they didn't show you, but on the other side of the car, before the doctored clip that you only saw part of it, the cops were wrestling him to the ground when he had a knife in his hand, and they tased him. And then he ran around the car, and he got in the car where there was a bunch of kids, and he was going to try to drive off and engage in a high-speed chase with the cops, with the kids in the car. And so the female police officer shot him like she was supposed to. She did her job. She didn't want to. She wanted him to just go peacefully, but he instead put the children's lives in danger, and he was shot 7 times because it was... I mean, maybe she only needed to shoot once, but, you know, shooting 1 time or shooting 7 times is a little bit subjective. Say, oh, well, was it the first one or the last one that paralyzed him? Was it the first one? Okay, well, then what does it matter if you shot him 7 times? You shot him, right? Maybe he shouldn't have resisted arrest and tried to flee the scene with children in the car, and then he wouldn't have been shot. Because if you typically give police officers respect and you comply with their orders, they're actually really lovely people. I've personally had a number of run-in with the cops back when I used to be a mad doser at raves. Had my house raided by SWAT teams 3 times. Been at another bunch of places with SWAT teams raiding their places too. And I've never, ever, ever really felt like it was dangerous when the cop pointed the gun at me. He was just doing his job. I've also had multiple home invasion robberies happen. In Oregon, where there's only 1.9% black people, had 3 home invasion robberies, and every single time there was a black person there. No, an African American. I'm sorry, the Africans are not the same. The Africans are totally not, they're totally different. They're nothing like the African Americans. They are a different group of people. In fact, you could definitely say African Americans are their own race. I don't believe that they're the same race as Africans. I think that they're a mix of Caucasian and African and then some Latino, and that makes them substantially different than Africans. It makes them a unique group of people. Not like, I don't know. Maybe that's the not, I don't know. But they just try to say like it's just the white cop killing the unarmed black man. But then you start looking into it and it's like that Michael Brown thing, you know? It's like, no, he was trying to wrestle the Tried to take the cop's gun, dude. Then he got shot. Oh, okay. So it wasn't the way that the black looter mob told you in the fake news industrial complex. So that was all a lie. All right. How do we shut these people down? That's what we need to know. How do we shut these people down?